Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, College Buddy. Today guys, I am back with another video. So in today's video, we are going to talk about a free scholarship fair that I heard about in my local area and some of the things I want you guys to be aware of before you guys go to these events. I know it's very common at some of these scholarship events or scholarship fairs for them to tell you beforehand that they're going to be giving scholarships on the spot. And I want to warn you guys about this because when I was in high school, I went to a scholarship event and there was a promise that if you showed up to this scholarship event, you would be given a scholarship on the spot. It turns out that, you know, when I showed up and I attended the event and everything, I stayed the entire time of the event only to find out that they don't give scholarships on the spot. The truth is that they've already selected the people who they're going to give the scholarships to. Okay? And I found this out because they already had a list of names of girls who they had picked out who were going to get scholarships. They didn't give any scholarships to any teen boys or anything. They just gave scholarships to teenage girls. Okay, and I thought just from attending, according to their flyer, that I was going to receive a scholarship, and I didn't receive a scholarship, and I felt so frustrated. And I posed for a picture along with the other girls that attended and everything. They did, say things like the sky is the limit. They were talking about, that, you know, me and other girls attending can follow our dreams and different things like that. They had a whole, program laid out, as to how the event was going to go. They offered, free food and everything. And typically, when there's free food involved, a lot of teenagers are going to show up and a lot of people would show up. But it was just mostly, teen girls that were there around the same age as I was and everything who received scholarships. And like I said before, I was told that according to the flyer, I was going to get a scholarship on the spot. But I found out that that was a lie. They were not offering scholarships on the spot. They were not. Okay. So when I recently was looking into some information, I was going to, see if there was any college events in my area because I wanted to see if I could meet some local teenagers that were in high school that, I thought I could talk to about scholarships. And, one to kind of get a feel for like what's going on in the college scene right now in terms of students that are going to college. And another thing is to find out about, how many colleges or organizations are offering scholarships and things like that in my areas. So that's another thing I want to find out. So when I found out about this free scholarship fair for high school graduates in my local area, and they said that they were going to give scholarships on the spot, it really concerned me and it really brought me back to my high school days when I went to this event that promised to give me a scholarship. And there were other girls that were there just like me who wanted to have a scholarship because we needed money to go to college. I came from a low income family, and so, getting money for college, would be a dream come true for me because I wanted to go to college so, I could be somebody. And when you're in high school, you're told all you have to do is go to college and you'll be successful. And so, I believed the hype of that. And I believed it for a long time, even after I graduated from college. I still believe the same thing. I believed it up until I started having a hard time finding jobs after I graduated from college. And I was into it hook, line, and sinker too because, I even delayed my job search because I was telling my boyfriend, I was like, well, I got a college degree now. I can wait. I don't have to go apply for a job. once I apply for jobs, I can, I'll be getting job offers left and right because I have a degree. Because, high school told me that all I needed to do was go to college and I'd be successful, and I believed it. But it took a while, but I eventually found out the truth behind that. So I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about what this event said in terms of scholarships, okay? So let's see. I'm going to find the place where they're saying they're going to give scholarships on the spot, because I believe that they do mention it here on their flyer, and they do say that they're going to be giving scholarships on the spot. So let's see. So on this flyer, they say that they're going to have some colleges attending that will be giving out scholarships to students who deserve it, to help pay for their college expenses, because they're saying that, it's better to get scholarships, as opposed to taking out any kind of student loans, okay? And they even say here, they say, here's the icing on the cake. Some colleges and universities will be awarding scholarships directly to eligible students on the spot. This means that your dedication and preparation could lead to immediate recognition and support for your higher education aspirations. Okay, so to this particular scholarship event, okay, and this has already recently happened. This event took place on February 25th, 2024, from 2:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. at a local historically black college in my area. Okay, so to this event, they wanted high school students to bring an unofficial high school transcript. They wanted students to bring a ACT/SAT scores, an essay on why you want to attend college, 2 letters of recommendation, and a resume. Okay, so these are the things that they want students to bring with them. Some students have the option of pre-registering before they get to the event, and then some students can just, bring this information along with them. Okay, so here's some things I want to tell you guys about this. So when it comes to bringing high school transcripts to this scholarship event, where students are supposed to be getting scholarships on the spot, okay? Bringing your high school transcripts is fine, but there's going to be hundreds of other students that are going to be attending this event. And so the thing is what time are these scholarship people going to have to review your high school transcripts, to look at your to look at your grades and stuff, because there's going to be hundreds of thousands of other high school students who are there to get, to try to get at that scholarship. So it's a competition, all right? Another thing is they want you to bring your ACT and SAT scores, okay? So here's the thing. Bringing your ACT and SAT scores is fine. Typically, if you have a high SAT or ACT score, you won't likely have to attend an event like this, because you'll have organizations who will reach out to you because of how high of an SAT and ACT score you have is, right? So if you have a super high ACT and SAT scores, colleges are typically going to, some may give you a full ride scholarship, or organizations will give you a full ride scholarship. So you may not need to attend this kind of event, okay? Now on this flyer that they have here, this is like some information that they have about this event that they have posted on the website. They don't tell you what ACT or SAT score is going to be needed in order to get these scholarships on the spot. They don't, for the unofficial high school transcripts, they don't tell you what GPA you're going to need. So they don't say, oh, you need a 4.0 GPA. Typically when you're being considered for any kind of scholarship, typically they are going to ask you to have a certain grade point average, okay? And they're going to ask you to have a certain ACT or SAT score, or both, okay? On this particular information for the scholarship event, they don't even give that information. And because they don't give that information, it makes me a little suspicious about the scholarship that they're offering. Now, they talk about bringing an essay on why you want to attend college. Okay. So they want to know your aspirations, motivations, and goals. Okay. And they want you to write an essay that speaks to why you're passionate about pursuing a higher education and be ready to share. And they want you to be ready to share your story. Like I was saying before, there are hundreds of thousands of high school students who are there to get an on-the-spot scholarship. And the thing is, and this information for this event, they don't tell how many scholarships they're going to be giving out. Another thing they don't do is they don't say what, they don't specifically say what colleges and universities in my area are going to be in attendance. They mention on their flyer, their brochure, they mention one college and one company in the area. But they're saying colleges and universities are going to be there. But they don't give a list of colleges and organizations that are going to be there, okay? If you go to a college fair, okay, in your local area, typically on that particular brochure, they're going to, they're going to have, a list of colleges that they're going to have in attendance. And that's going to help you decide whether or not you want to attend that college fair. Well, in this case, for the scholarship event, they should at least have a list of colleges and organizations that are going to be there. But they only mention one college and one company that's going to be coming, okay? And I think they say that to try to get as many high school students there as possible, to try to drum up as much business as they can. But there's information that they're leaving out, okay? Now, the 2 letters of recommendation, all right? Just like the essay, right? They're not going to have time to read thousands of, essays on why students want to go to college. They're not going to have time to read, the 2 letters of recommendation that each student that is in attendance there, is going to have. The event is only going to be open from 2:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. And if they have 1,000 students or more that's there, they could have 10,000 high school students there. That means that they will have barely enough time to get through all this information. That means when you come up and speak with some of the representatives there and you're trying to present yourself as a high school, junior or senior that's deserving of a scholarship, they're probably only going to be able to give you probably a minute of their time. And that's not going to be enough time to read, your high school transcript, your ACT, SAT scores, your essay, and your 2 letters of recommendation. They're not going to have time for that. They're not even going to have time to read the resume that they want you to bring either. Okay? And you bringing a resume shouldn't necessarily be a requirement because you're not applying for a job. You're just there to be considered for a scholarship. Okay? So, guys, I want to tell you this. Be wary about a free scholarship fair that says they're going to give you a scholarship on the spot. Okay? Be aware of that. And I'm not saying be aware, beware. Meaning, do your homework on these events. Have your parents look into these events. When I did research on this event, I saw a Facebook page talking about this event, and the university where this free scholarship fair is supposed to be taking place, the university has no mention of this event on their website anywhere. I searched that university's website and nothing about this event came up. Nothing. So, guys, do not attend an event that promises you a scholarship on the spot, because these events, what they're trying to do, is, especially when they're being ambiguous and they're not giving you information you need, in terms of, for the scholarship that you're so desperately trying to get. If they don't tell you what your ACT and SAT score needs to be, they don't tell you what your grade point average needs to be, they don't tell you how many scholarships they're giving out, they don't tell you the amount of the scholarship awards that they're going to be giving out. So they don't say, oh, we have, 10 $1,000 scholarships, or, we have 1 full ride scholarship and then 10 $500 scholarships, if they don't give you the details and you go onto the college website and they say nothing about that event, what that means is that means this event cannot be trusted. That's what it means, okay? And I would be very cautious about not attending this type of event, because I know there's so many of you guys who are high school students who you want to go to college. You might be coming from a low income family, and or you may not be coming from a low income family. You may be in a higher economic family, but maybe your family has fallen on hard times, and you need money to pay for college and you don't want to use loans, right? And you really want a scholarship. And the sad thing is that each and every one of you deserves a scholarship to help pay for college, right? Each and every one of you does. But the thing is that these events, they are not going to give a scholarship to everybody. They already have a predetermined list of the people who they've decided to give scholarships to. And a lot of those students who are going to show up, they already know they're getting the scholarship. They already know that they are. And what you'll notice is they'll probably give you some free food or free snacks and stuff like that. They'll probably do that. They have that there, And what they have a lot of people there in attendance for is just to be an audience, and, be there to clap for these students who've already been awarded these scholarships. That's what I found out when I was in high school, and I was extremely disappointed and frustrated. And I don't want you guys to end up like that. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope this has been helpful. And guys, don't fall for this. If an organization or a college is going to give out a scholarship, they're going to give you more information. They're going to tell you what GPA you need to qualify for the scholarship. They're going to tell you what ACT or SAT score you're going to need. Some scholarships don't require you to have a specific ACT or SAT score or GPA to be considered. Some of them don't. A lot of them, though, will tell you what the scholarship award is going to be and if there's going to be a runner-up or not. All right. So, guys, I just wanted to make this video to warn you guys out there who are going to these scholarship events, expecting to get a scholarship on the spot like I did when I was in high school, only to find out that, that it's not the case, So I know this is a bummer for some of you, and some of you may have experienced this already, but I want you to know that there are organizations and there are colleges that can give you scholarships. The thing is just finding the real legit ones that really are going to consider you for scholarships. And typically you have to apply for scholarships. You typically do. And the thing is too, is that organizations and companies and colleges, they don't just give you scholarships necessarily on the spot. There is a consideration process, meaning that they're going to take the time to review your application. They're going to review your transcripts. They're going to review your letters of recommendation. They're going to review your essay. Okay? They're going to take the time needed to, if they require a resume, they're going to take the time necessary to evaluate you as a candidate. And sometimes it could take them weeks before they come up with who the scholarship winner is going to be. Okay? And some organizations, some of them will have multiple scholarship awards, which is super awesome. And on this channel, what I do right now at present is I post scholarships for you guys to apply to. And, you guys can go check those out and decide which ones you want to apply to and which ones you don't. Okay? So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will go ahead and link you guys to the scholarship videos that I have already posted on my YouTube channel, College Buddy. My name is Michelle, and thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.